Okay, so hey you guys, this is my story time, and I was a little hesitant to do this story time or whatever, just because of my own personal reasons. But I just feel like bumpy. It's another enlightenment, empowerment video or whatever for other people who want to tell their stories or to just feel more, to feel lighter, to feel easier about whatever their experience is. Although my experience was not everybody's experience, I didn't really have a super traumatic experience and prolonged experience like some people may have, but it's just in light of all of the just P Diddy stuff coming out now and how it's been going on for years, since the 80s, since the 90s or whatever, and people have not been speaking out or whatever, and just having a space where they felt safe to speak out. So here is my, I'll call it my creepy uncle story time. I thought about doing it live, just for the feedback, or if people want to, you know, speak on their experience or whatever. But I kind of just want to get through it uninterrupted or whatever, and then we can just have discussion on the playback, or my inbox is always open. But okay, so this is the story. The night that it happened, I told my cousin Pumpkin, and then maybe like a few days later, I told my sister Maya. So this is actually my third time ever even discussing this or even thinking about this or whatever. You know how you suppress stuff, but I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. Um, so this is in my early 20s or whatever, and I always go down south to get cars. Like ever since my first time going down there to get a car, I always go back and get cars from there or whatever. So I think this is like my second time going there to get a car. I go down there. I'm going from different car lots or whatever, trying to find what I want, because when I go and spend my money, I want to get what I want. So I'm just going from different places. I'm not having no luck or whatever. So it get nighttime or whatever. But it wasn't like I was looking long, but nighttime had just crept up on me, and I'm talking to my mom, and she's like, yeah, your uncle stay down there. Call your uncle or whatever. Maybe you can save money on a hotel or whatever, and he can drive you around instead of trying to spend money on a cab. Cause I don't even think Uber was out at this time. So I called him or whatever. Like I'm down here, I'm looking for a car or whatever. I was going, get a room and all that, but my mom told me to call you. And, he was like, okay, cool. You could come, you could stay. I'll come pick you up. Um, Wherever I was, it was like, I don't know, I don't remember because it was years ago, but I don't know if I was actually at the hotel or if I was just somewhere, lollygagging around waiting for him. But it was a strip club across the street. So he comes or whatever, and he like, oh, it's a strip club over there. Did I want to go? And I was like, I don't care, whatever. Like, I'm cool with strip clubs. So I'm like, I don't care. And we go to the strip club. We're eating, we're drinking or whatever. Um, he paid a girl to give me a dance and stuff like that. And it was cool. It was all right. I was not tripping or whatever. But we were talking, and basically he was like, um would I ever work in a strip club or whatever? And I'm just chopping it up, thinking, it's just conversation. I'm like, yeah, like if I really felt like I wanted to do that, I would do it. And he was like, you went, what about, he asked me something pertaining to like what would the family think and stuff like that, and I was just like, basically I didn't care. Like nobody in my family never have paid one bill of mine. So that's basically what I was saying. I just didn't say it like that. So he was like, right, damn the family or something like that. So now it's getting time, for us to go or whatever. Like it's getting late. It's time to go. We get in the car and we're headed to his house or whatever. I've never been to his house. I've never met his wife or whatever. This is like the fourth wife or whatever. I don't know. But we get in the car and I'm in the passenger seat and he's driving, and like he like we're just driving. The music is just playing, and then he was like So then he was like, damn, I know you my niece, but can I touch it? And like while he's talking, he's like moving his hand over there, and I just immediately start screaming because like what the fuck? Like that's how I'm thinking in my mind or whatever. Like it just threw me off so bad. Like, what the fuck is going on? So I started screaming, and I guess, that scared him, and he, like, pulled his hand back or whatever. Like, he never even made it to even whatever he was trying to whatever. So we just riding, like, we just riding in silence from there or whatever. So I'm just literally like, what the hell is going on? And we make it to the house. He go, wake everybody up, like, just normal. He want everybody to meet me and all of that or whatever. So his wife and the kids and stuff, they come. And, I meet them, whatever, whatever. Then she showed me, like, the room, the spare room, where I was going to be sleeping in. So I go in there and I lay down. And that's when I call my cousin and tell her what's going on or whatever. Like, what happened. Because he just was, like, shook. But I just feel like I have always been a strong woman, a strong-minded person. And I'm very vocal about whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not finna, like, what? I couldn't say, like, no or nothing. I just started screaming because it was so, like, I don't know. So, I don't know. It just was, like, the weirdest experience of my life or whatever. And, I don't know. I got up the next morning. I found a car on Craigslist or whatever. I bought it and I got out of there or whatever. I told my sister about it when I made it back home. But I just never discussed it with my mom. I know how she is or whatever. She loves her children down. And I just really did not want to, like, even though, like, I know I didn't do nothing wrong or whatever, like, I just felt guilty or whatever. Now, like, because it's been years and years or whatever, like, I realize, I understand, like, what are you feeling like that for? I'm just trying to, like, rationalize then, like, what about me, or like what, how did you, like, what would make you comfortable to even try me like that or whatever? And then it's just like, a lot of times people have those experiences or go through those things and be feeling guilt and be feeling shame for something that you didn't even do. So I I I was not even sure if I would do this story time or whatever, because, like, this literally, like, it just makes it so fresh even talking about something like that or whatever. But it's just like me wanting to just tell that little experience that I had or whatever, because I can just only imagine people who, were not as old as me when they had their experience, or were not as strong as me when they had their experience, and feel guilty or feel shame or feel like it's something that they did, or it's something about them, or, like, they did something to warrant this kind of behavior from to warrant this kind of behavior from somebody around them or whatever, or somebody close to them, or family, or somebody that they trust or whatever. And I just want to, like, just speak on it or whatever. Like, it's not your fault. Like, you did nothing wrong. People are perverted, people are sick, people are twisted, and you just are the person around that they have access at that time. And 100% of the time, if it was not you, it was going to be somebody else, or somebody else, or somebody else, or probably have been somebody else. So it's just me speaking encouragement and empowerment to people who have gone through experiences like that or whatever. Like, you, even if you don't feel like you have a safe space to just be as public as me or whatever, I feel like, if you ever needed to talk to somebody, or just needed somebody to just listen, or I don't know, whatever it is, I just wanted to say my inbox is open, always, always. I have a public number, of course. You can call, you can text, or whatever. I just wanted to speak about that, because a lot of the time stuff go under the rug. It don't get talked about or whatever. And it's just like a lot of victim shaming or just people not believing or whatever the case is or whatever. Like, I believe you. I feel like this is a safe space. And if you ever want to talk about your experience with me, if you trust me enough to talk about your experience with me, I'm there. I'm there to listen. I'm there to care. Um, that was tough. So I did just want to get that out, and I do feel like it does make me feel better a little bit. I don't know how it makes me feel. Like, this is literally like me being so raw with an experience that I haven't even talked to my mom about, and we're this close, so close. Um, yeah, I literally don't know what else to say, but if you watched to the end, thank you for watching. I'll talk to y'all next week.